Welcome back to the DoWine podcast. We're in for number 3. I'm Laura.
Leslie.
And Ben.
And we are just going to be chit-chatting like we always do. We got a few things lined up. I think our first...
We got a little house
of business
keeping to take care of.
And I didn't mention this because we didn't put it on this list. We accused Diddy of doing some stuff, and we want to say allegedly. So that's back to the first podcast. So allegedly, Diddy did some stuff. Okay, that's done. All right.
Wow. Okay, this is not allegedly. I may have been wrong about Franco's brother's name.
Allegedly.
Allegedly. His name's not Frank Franco. It's a Dave. And I do want to stand and tell everybody that I was right about Lethal Weapon.
No, you weren't.
Starting in...
It didn't start.
Okay, whatever.
Okay, so
he wasn't a Christmas tree light, and you said that it was Axel.
I said it was Axel.
Right.
Okay.
It wasn't Axel. Right.
It was Jingle Bell Rock, and it started with a hotel and a girl taking a swan dive.
Yes. Okay. And that was the beginning of the first Lethal Weapon.
Yes.
But
our introduction to Riggs
was in
a
a Christmas tree lot, not our introduction to Axel. I think that's the only mistakes we made last week. We make few. Okay. We are not factual. We are entertaining.
We're entertaining. But if we did, listen to ourselves, we figure out we've said something wrong, we'll come back.
Yeah, we're not afraid to say we made a mistake.
We'll circle back to it.
Yes.
Oh my God. That's going to give me PTSD. I think Benjamin, since he's our entertainment guru.
We're jumping right into the entertainment.
Let's do it.
Well, and here's to everybody who made it through that hellacious storm.
That's right.
I mean, that was terrible.
Storm.
Oh, man. And the wind yesterday was absolutely ridiculous. It wasn't ever. It was winding.
Did y'all see the trampoline that got all up in the power lines?
No.
In Theodore? On Pascagoula Road?
No, I didn't.
Did y'all see the trampoline that flew out of her neighborhood a few months ago?
Y'all had one? Y'all had one in your pool?
Yeah, a trampoline came into our pool from our neighbors during the hurricane. I forget which hurricane.
Yeah.
A couple of years ago.
One of the
Trampolines are flight risks.
Yeah, because they're pretty light.
I guess they are. They
get up and go.
I mean, there have been the power lines here, y'all.
That's why I'm glad my
Theodore
power buried.
They should do that all over the world.
They should bury them.
Probably because the meth heads dig them up and sell the copper.
There's that.
So last week we got into best sequels of all time.
Yeah.
Yes.
And this week we started hearing about the best movie soundtracks of all time.
Okay.
And a lot of people were really getting on how good the Guardians of the Galaxy soundtracks were.
Well, yeah, they are.
Are they?
Yes, they are.
They're like the best of the best of.
They have the oldies.
I feel like they built that movie around the soundtrack.
Yeah.
They're good.
It's kind of like Pulp Fiction did the same thing. But even oldies.
Guiltily, I have never seen Guardians of the Galaxy.
You are missing out.
This was kind of cute.
I've never seen any of them. I've never seen any of them.
You should at least see the first one. Second, two. But the first one's cheeky.
What else we didn't think about, which you may have thought about, has a good soundtrack, but I don't like the movies, or Deadpool.
You don't like the movies?
No, I don't.
Well, you know the slow music with the bell ringing, you know what that is, don't you?
What?
I believe it's Beat It. Slowed way down.
Oh, really? I don't know. I don't remember that well. I do remember that it had good music, though.
Well, I know it was that slow-mo scene where they do Angel in the Morning at the beginning was brilliant.
Oh, okay, then.
Yeah, I remember that. I kind of like Deadpool. He doesn't bother me too much.
I think he's just a little too smart. I mean, not like smart alecky. And I know that's how he's supposed to be, but it's not real. I mean, it's stupid sounding.
Well, no, that one not real.
Well, I just don't care.
Yeah, but see, Deadpool's thing is that he knows he's
but
comic
that doesn't really matter. We're just talking about the music. So, all right. So, Ben, what's your all-time?
Oh, my all-time favorite was Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves.
Right, that had beautiful music in it.
Yep, it had that one Bryan Adams song that everybody played for 900 years, and oh god,
I would die for you. What was the name of it then?
Everything I do,
Everything I do for you.
Oh, it was.
It's a sweet song. It was romantic in its day, in the 90s. Wasn't the 90s, right?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
But that's when I was in Southland. That's what we played. So that's why when I'm
back in his band nerd thing.
That's right.
That was after high school, or did you do that in high school?
I did that during high school.
Yeah. Okay. But continued it after. Oh. It still goes on today, right?
Actually, they had to fold this year because it ran out of money.
Oh, darn.
Well, that's sad.
Well, that's a very, very expensive thing to do. And
Okay.
it's all volunteer. Nobody donates to it. You know, you can go out and you make it yourself.
Yeah, that's hard.
It is.
Well, my favorite.
Oh my God.
Oh, here we go.
What's
Can,
the
hey,
word?
can we all say it? Grease.
Oh, yeah. Who doesn't like the Grease soundtrack?
I think Grease is probably my all-time favorite soundtrack too, and also I feel like Xanadu. I know all of the songs from Xanadu.
I just know Xanadu,
Yes.
the song.
Oh,
Oh God, it
has
has
all
so
kinds
many
of stuff
songs
in
in
there.
it.
Oh, God.
Especially the song, I can't remember the name of it. It's been so long, but the one that they skated to with Gene Kelly.
Yeah.
And the one she danced
Dance
to with
Gene
him.
Kelly. My favorite dancer, we know that.
Yes.
And
Oh, you aren't Fred Astaire people? Look, well,
tell me even.
Don't throw Fred Astaire in.
RONG?
Not when Gene Kelly. Hey, Laura though. But what about Mikhail Baryshnikov?
He's awesome. Total different kind of dancer, but yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Sort of.
Extraordinary.
But he is a very, yes, absolutely. Genius at what he does.
Yeah. So, in the last 2 years, I've gotten into ballet.
Your
You've
mom's
got
a big ballet
to-
girl.
She is. That's how it started. It started as I went as a replacement for Mom going to see Swan Lake with Parker.
Oh, okay.
And I was like, wow, this is really good.
And then this most recent time, I replaced her, and me and Ben went for
Sleeping Beauty.
Sleeping Beauty.
Was it good?
Oh, it's great. Yep.
Where are y'all going to see it? Oh,
It's the Mobile Ballet.
The last time that we were going to see the Mobile Ballet, like before they bulldozed the Civic Center, it will be at the Sanger next year.
Okay.
So it was at the Civic Center, but since, it's literally falling apart.
Yeah. Yes. Are they tearing the whole Civic Center down?
Oh, they are
Yes.
bulldozing it.
That's what I thought.
Yes, because Chris and them have to find another place to do their ball. Mardi Gras associations that do it at the Civic Center
Mardi
are
Gras
going to have to move to the
Interesting.
convention center.
Yeah.
I mean, so they don't really have to find another place, but
But it's
Wow.
still not the Civic Center though.
no,
Okay.
We have to bitch and moan about it. We have to whine about it.
just a little bit.
Well, the best place I ever went to Mardi
Well, if
Gras
you want to
Ballet
whine, you're at the right place. Sure.
was the hangar at Battleship Park.
That's what. That's where they had some balls.
Yeah, I did I went to order a pan there for New Year's because they did theirs on New Year's.
Mhm.
And they rolled open those big doors and we watched the fireworks over the skyline in Mobile. And they had a lot of champagne. Everybody basically got 2 bottles.
Oh my.
Well, I'm going to tell you something. The order Pan and Osiris put on good balls.
All right, Lily. What's
Write that
your
I said Greece.
Oh, that's your favorite too?
Greek, yes.
Oh.
Greek, yes.
Well, there's many more. How
Let
many
me tell you
more?
something. Because I grew up with her. And
She
we used
made
to,
us
have,
learn
she used to
all the
make
words.
us, she used to make us recite Greece as we were watching it. Because I had to be Danny and she had to be, and she was Sandy always.
If you
And-
listen to learn all the background parts.
Yeah.
And
Did y'all put on little shows in the living room?
hey,
Yes.
we did
Every
not of
day.
Greece, but we did put on
It was
shows.
a production. It was more of a production.
And we had to get it done before all my children.
We were on a time schedule.
But I also like Top Gun has a really good soundtrack.
Yeah.
Both of them.
Shrek 2.
Top Gun Maverick.
Shrek 1.
Urban Cowboy.
Urban Cowboy.
Oh,
Yes.
my. Vicky Gibb.
Saturday Night Fever.
Oh, yeah.
Shrek
Oh, yeah.
5.
Lost Boys.
Oh, yeah.
Lost Boys has a good
Saxophone
soundtrack.
band.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
You know he's Tina Turner saxophone player.
No.
Yes.
What's the name of the entrance song into the Lost Boys one?
It's Cry Little Sister.
Yeah, Primal.
Okay.
I like it though. But they had a lot of good songs in the Lost Boys.
And
What
Andy
else?
Rogers and Hammerstein musical.
And do you know which one we're forgetting?
Which one?
Saturday Night Fever.
Oh, yes. Absolutely. That one. Even Staying Alive, which was not a great movie. It
was a
pretty
good soundtrack.
I didn't say Saturday Night Fever.
We said it in there earlier when we were talking.
I said it here.
You may have, we'll have to roll the tape, Parker.
We're gonna have to roll the tape, Parker, because I said Saturday Night Fever. Oh my god. Oh, did you want to discuss Saturday Night Fever?
What we just did. It's
Yeah.
the Bee Gees.
And obligatory, so my generation doesn't get mad. Baby Driver, because that was a movie based around the
Music.
soundtrack.
Yeah,
Yes.
I saw Baby
Well,
Driver.
he just keeps ear pods in his ears the whole time
Oh, okay.
because he has ringing in his ears or something.
Yeah, he has tinnitus.
I don't
I
remember.
have that.
I do too.
I watched it and I felt like the soundtrack was okay, but it wasn't memorable. I don't remember a second of that.
So
movie.
why were you mentioning it?
Because everybody says that that's like one of the best. Oh, it's, it's based around the soundtrack. It's a great soundtrack.
Adventures in Babysitting.
Oh, yes.
They had a good
They did.
soundtrack.
Yeah, Laura, what about that song?
Oh, my
Laura?
gosh. You kissed me.
Oh my
Yeah, I
gosh.
love it.
She even recorded that song and sent it to her
Oh, yeah.
boyfriend in
Y'all from
Germany.
here in Mobile.
Way back when.
Way back when they had a place you could go in the mall and go in the little sound room and record music, your song or whatever, and I did that one.
So speaking of songs, Ben, what does your karaoke roster look like tomorrow?
Oh gosh.
Let's see. We're going to. I've got a new one I just got tonight.
What is it?
Actually, I didn't title of it up, so I forgot it.
Is it Oh Sherry?
Oh no, it is "Don't Treat Me Bad" by Firehouse. Because I don't know if he was the drummer or the singer, just died yesterday. I was like, I forgot all about that song. That song is catchy.
I think I saw that. He was kind of what in his 50s, 60s.
Yeah, he has like the best rock and roll name ever. His name is CJ Snare, like the snare drum.
Do we have to mention the death of OJ?
We don't have.
That's all we're gonna do. He died.
OJ's dead. Okay.
All right, moving on.
Well, I like Caitlyn Jenner's response to it. Good riddance.
Yeah, I have to agree with
I can get behind that.
General on that one.
Well, they said he could rest easy now. His killer did. His wife's killer's dead.
Yeah.
Well, he can finally stop looking.
If he did it. The title of his book.
Allegedly.
Allegedly. What an idiot. You guys. Well, it is sad.
Yeah, man, that trial was awesome to watch.
Oh, yeah, and then the guy that defended him, there was a headline today said that he would have defended the other side if they had asked him.
What?
What does that tell you? That lawyers don't care.
No.
They don't make a buck. Snakes.
First of all,
Their job isn't to pick
that's not
sides.
defense.
Well, it's still.
Who would he have defended?
Well, I guess he just would have.
He would have prosecuted.
Well, prosecuted. Well, I mean, he would have done the other side. Excuse me. I may have but he missed it.
Hey, what was that judge's name?
Ito.
Ito. You know what I said? I called him Alito earlier. I was like, that's a Superior Court judge or a Supreme Court judge.
No, his name was Lance Ito.
Ito. He was an idiot, too.
Oh.
Sorry. I just have to say that.
Did you all watch the Netflix thing on the OJ trial that had Cuba Gooding Jr. playing OJ?
Was it Travolta?
Yes.
I did not.
Oh my god, it was so good.
Was it good?
And
Who played OJ?
Cuba Gooding Jr.
I have not seen that. What's it
And
called? Is it
David
called?
Schwimmer played
Ronald
Kardashian.
Goldman? Oh,
Oh, he was the best thing in the whole thing. He was amazing in it.
really?
Yeah, because he just did that transition from, best friend to, I can't believe my best friend did this. Just so well. He deserved, every award for that.
And he probably got none.
Is somebody knocking on something?
That's me kicking the table.
Okay. Yeah. I was making sure nobody was knocking on it.
Yeah, especially if it's 3 knocks. That's not good.
It was 3 back to me. You didn't hear that?
Why are 3 knocks?
I
like
heard.
Because that's like the Trinity.
It's like if you wake up with like
Have you
3
ever
scratches
seen
on
a
you.
scary movie in your life?
that? Yeah.
Or watched the
I've never heard anything
billion
about
ghost
three
shows.
dogs.
Have you ever heard the cock knock?
That's like, they
That's
do
the
it
cock
3
knock.
times. Have you ever seen The Conjuring? They get 3 knocks. And they go,
Or like any
That
of
movie
those
looks a lot like a vacuum cleaner.
that was
It sucks.
And blows?
it was good.
I'm
was
I'm
good.
not impressed with a lot of ghost movies.
I won't watch them because I do get scared.
Ghost movies don't
And
scare
they
me.
stay with me.
But possession movies do when they talk
Yeah.
about the devil and stuff. I don't like that.
Uh-uh.
Because that,
Well, the one thing I remember is Mom and Dad talking about taking you to see Friday the 13th Part 3.
No, they
No.
didn't take me.
No.
No.
that's not the story.
That's not the story?
Your dad was out of town with
Because he was a
4 years.
photographer.
Yep.
So he was going to be gone overnight. So I'm spending the night with y'all. And there's a double feature on either HBO or Showtime, whatever it was.
It was
Friday
HBO,
13th,
that's what we had.
1 and 2. So we watched both of them because I told your mom wanted to watch them. I think I'm 12, 10. I didn't know how I am. And I really watched it. We had a pillow on that couch. And I was like this with that pillow. And this is how I watched it. I didn't watch it. But I
Except for
was
one part.
scared to death. Because at the end, where the girl is sleeping on the couch or whatever by the window or bed or something, and
I
he
think
just
that might
jumps
actually be
through
a
the
dream
window.
sequence.
It may have been, but I mean, that was in the movie. So we get done with the movie. We're going to go to bed. Your mom's to make sure everything's locked, turn the lights off, blah, blah, blah. Who walks in the front door? Uncle Adrian. What the hell are you doing here?
Because she like because
I'm like, I'm going to sleep with them. No, he is. No, you're not. I have to sleep on the couch in the living room. So
Under the window.
yeah, that's all I think is something's going to come through the window. Jason's coming to get me. So I had every light on up there, and I just made a circle because you could go down the hall, turn into the kitchen, through the dining room, back into the living room. That's what I did all night long because TVs went off at midnight. They played the Star Spangled Banner. Poltergeist.
That's
there
the only
was
movie that ever
nothing-
scared me.
Nothing.
Poltergeist,
my
that's
God.
what
That was a
Poltergeist
good
is what got me with. That's why I don't like clowns. And
They had everything that would ever scare you in that movie.
I watched it because I was too young. I shouldn't have watched it at such a young age because that scared the shit out of me.
We all got together and watched it.
Yes, we should.
No, we should never. We were, let's see, it came out in 81, so we were 6.
Oh my gosh. That's awful.
I'm pretty sure we didn't watch it when we were 6.
I did.
I believe that.
Well, when they have.
I wasn't supposed to.
You probably watched it out of spite.
No, because
Hey, I'll tell you what we weren't supposed to watch and we watched was American Werewolf in London.
what a great movie.
They watched that. That scared me. And well, it made Laura cry because
That
it felt
made
so
me cry.
bad.
To this day, it's the best werewolf movie ever
It
made.
is.
I
It is.
And I mean, there's no second place.
Yes.
I felt so bad for him when he was
Turning
changing. He was just in so much pain. I cried the whole time. It was crazy. I used to cry at all movies like that. I mean, I would come out of the movie and no, I don't. I do every now and then, but it's not. It has to be really heartfelt. Like, I mean, I will still Magnolias. That's gonna get me every time.
Terms of Endearment.
Oh, God. If you want to see Mom Ugly cry, Terms of Endearment.
Yes.
my
God, it's
God.
embarrassing. It's embarrassing.
We love the movies. Love them.
We do love them.
When I say when I'm on the road, I'll watch all this. I'll have nostalgia guys. So much nostalgia. I was like, I remember that. And after I get my ugly crying on.
Oh my God.
I think growing up, I think my favorite movie might have been Adventures in Babysitting. Because I think I've watched that ad nauseum.
That's one of the most fun movies ever. It's just a fun little
It
movie.
is. It was just so cute, just so well made.
Yeah. And that's like the best adventure movie to me was Raiders of the Lost Ark.
Yes,
I
loved it.
Oh,
Yes,
that was an amazing movie.
we were going to talk about in our family when we finally get to sit with the adults.
And
That's
really,
got to be a thing in every family.
oh yeah, but when you got to sit with the adults, but then when you realize that you can mix it up with the adults,
Yeah, you can talk with them like you can.
you can say shit
And
to
they
the adults.
actually talk to you. They don't tell you to get out of here.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because when
And
we
they
were-
enjoy you.
When we were growing up, we had to play outside when the adults were inside. Nowhere near them.
No, they're like, go play out by this major highway.
Yes, especially at my house. We were definitely on a major highway.
Yeah.
And we played freaking kick the can. We were
statue.
Hide and seek.
freeze tag. Yeah, hide and seek.
Spin around till you throw up.
Throw up. And what else did we play? I mean, we were traveling through time, and the swing was our time machine. I mean, we played all kinds. Our kids cannot. They
Yeah,
can't even
two
compete
foot
with
step,
us.
45.
Just the way we go. Oh my God, we used to sit in the back room and play the 45s all the time.
Oh, yeah.
And I remember all those ones that had the pink cow on them.
Was it a pink one?
I don't remember that. I remember
It was on the grease
I remember
on.
the orange one. Oh yeah, that was a little
Yeah.
big. It was a little big.
I know it was a pink something.
I don't remember that.
They were beige and then they had a little pink pig on it.
Oh, I do remember.
Yes, you do. I can't
I
believe.
do. Yes, I do.
And who sings Mr. Postman? It's a
Mr.
musical and
Postman.
all that. Right, we sing that.
It wasn't the Shondells?
I thought it was the Crystals.
And you're probably right, because I'm not that.
That could be the Shondells. Maybe the Crystals sang Going to the Chapel.
Oh my gosh, she used to sing that.
Yeah, but that was fun. I don't think they really let us be around them till probably we could drive.
Well, I remember the
I
first.
would
At
say
least.
15, 16, and then, you know,
You couldn't cuss at 15 or 16.
I'm not saying
We could.
cussing,
Men
but-
saying like you could say shit to them.
Oh,
Yeah.
God.
I don't think I cussed at my.
I remember
Around my
the first
parents'
time that
was
I
married.
realized that I was going to be at the adult table. I was done with the kids' table. We were at my house playing Trivial Pursuit when Uncle Paul was in town one day.
Oh Lord.
And something came up. I don't remember the exact language, but
It was foul.
it was very. I was working blue, as they say. Paul leans over and says, "You tell him." I'm in.
He would.
I'm in.
That's hilarious.
I think playing Scrabble with Uncle Paul and all of them was the funnest.
Yeah, that was fun.
Especially when you used to go to Uncle Paul's house.
Squeak opened the casting gates for me.
Who did?
Squeak. Playing Squeak.
Oh my God. Now, Squeak at our house was violent.
It's violent
It's
at our
still
house.
violent. It has not changed.
Okay. Especially with Jerry and Karen.
And we call it Dan.
And
No,
Tara.
we still call it Squeak, but the nickname is Dan.
Tara
Yeah.
didn't play that game. She was fast. God.
That was before I started playing it. But when I started playing it with y'all, Tara, I never played with Tara.
Oh, yes.
But I played with y'all and Karen and Jerry and Mama and
Yeah.
whoever was there
That
to
was
play.
You can't play spoons.
You'll get
It's dangerous.
broken fingers, wrists, arms,
I
scratches.
come back with purple hands from playing spoons.
And we learned you can't play it on a good table because
Oh, no.
your table
Well, those are
R.I.P.
good.
your
is
table.
not good anymore.
One thing I do know is that I discovered I'm the world's worst continental player.
No, Continental is serious.
Oh, it is.
Intermittent.
But you know, it's 7 hand. I will beat
Oh, the five?
everybody on the first 5. I will have 0. My score will be 0 on the first 5.
Then your score will be 392.
No, it will be 600. Over the last 2.
I've been there. Oh, my God.
I can tell you who is ridiculous at Continental, and that's our sister Karen. She can zero it all the way through and piss everybody off. And she plays real silent or whatever. But now if you play when you play Continental with Mama or Noonie or whatever, and when you play cards and they throw one away and you can pick it up.
You hoovered up.
If you wait a split second
You lost.
and somebody goes for it, but you're in front of them and you go reach for it, you come back with a no.
Oh, yeah.
You wait too long.
Yeah. I mean, what do you mean? It's not turn.
I literally blinked.
Make up your damn mind, fool.
Oh my God.
You gotta play fast.
You're a cheater. Oh, there was a lot of cussing in that game.
Welcome to Wine Intermission, where we get more wine. This would be a great place for a sponsor if we had any. So keep us in mind. Sponsorships. Sponsorships would be really nice.
We covered sitting at the adult table
Okay.
or being with the adults.
That was a rite of passage. Absolutely.
Yeah. In our family, it was maybe way back when. But let me tell you something. Our kids are at the table and have been since they were little.
Well, we used to chase them out a little
Laura,
bit.
and now when we sit at the table, all of our nieces and nephews are at the table.
Well, that's
And they're little bitty. Not our nieces and nephews, our great nieces and nephews.
But
That's what we should talk about. That's what we should talk about. The generational
Difference.
differences between. Okay, so our
Jazz
parents.
parents and helicopter parents.
And what are our parents?
Boomers.
They're boomers. What were their parents? The greatest generation.
Yes.
Okay. So the greatest generation, our parents came up harder than we did. Okay. But then our parents were able to give, we never thought we didn't have anything. We never thought we were poor, I don't think we were poor, but we were lower middle class.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah, just going from poor to middle class.
Yes.
Yeah.
But we didn't get a toy every time we went to the store.
Hell,
We didn't get,
ass.
yeah, you didn't, yeah.
No, you knew better than to because you'd have the taste slapped out of your mouth.
Yes. They would spank in public. They would, when they told
And
you
they would
something,
admonish you. They didn't care. They fussed.
and nobody else said anything. They weren't like, oh, we're going to call. Then come along our generation, which I felt like I was raising my kids. I was raised. I did not raise my kids because my kids are freaking spoiled, rotten.
Yes, they are.
Spoiled, rotten. No, we weren't spoiled. Now, I was spoiled.
That's because you were the youngest.
But I wasn't spoiled like these kids, like my kids. were
Laura
spoiled.
got nothing because she was a middle child.
Yeah, Laura was forgotten. She was a forgotten.
I was always like this.
But
And she was weird. She was the only blonde in the entire
and
family.
my kids are so freaking entitled, it drives me
And
insane.
that's not true. Davey and Monica were blonde.
They don't.
I know your kids are grown adults right now, but even they were sometimes now how they act kind of reminds me of my best friend, where I used to sit in her mama's car horrified because she would backsass her mom, and her mom would give her money, let her do whatever she want, and I would sit there thinking, if I would have said that, my mom would have beaten me.
Literally.
When is the beating coming? Literally, when is the beating time? And she just kept mouthing off to her mom, and I was sitting there having a panic attack.
Okay, so I'm not going to say names. I already started to say it, but her kids did that to her, and it drove me crazy. And I think my kids probably did it to me. Your kids probably did it to you to an extent, but I could always kind of put a stop to it. I could make a tone in my voice where they would stop. It would be like, okay, mom's fixing to hit me or something. She's fixing to get serious. This girl, one of her children, hit her at the fair in front of some friends or whatever and family.
You be dead.
And I said, and she's still walking upright? Because if that was my kid, I probably been escorted out by the police as I'm dragging my child by her hair out of the fairgrounds because I wish if my daughter will come in here and she will verify it. I'm not proud of it in any way, but I have fought with my daughter.
It's just
not fist fight, not anything like that. But she has balled her fist up and flinched like she was going to hit me. And I have taken her down to the ground to let her know.
Mama rules.
She can't do that. And I've done it twice to her because she doesn't do it anymore. She's 20. But she did try to, and she's the only one, like my sons never did that. So I don't know if it's you daughters that do that. I never tried to hit my mom. Never.
I knew better because I knew I'd be unalive.
Yes.
The only time I have ever swung at my mother was during that story that I told last week when she dragged me. Yeah, she deserves it. But when she dragged me back in the house, she was yelling in my face and saying, "I'm going to call the cops and tell them that you bit me and you're going to go to juvie for da-da-da-da-da-da." And she was in my face and calling me a bunch of bad names. And I did swing at her. This is the only time I've ever swung at a parent. Yeah. Never in a million years. When Oscar, my little brother who's 6, swings at my parents.
And he does.
Does he?
Yes. Yes. He swings. He pushes. He can't. Dude, I put him in the corner more than his parents.
What does Matt you do? We need Matt on this podcast.
I love my dad, but he's always been a softie. He spanked me once when I was little. It horrified him. He never did it again. But he needs to whoop that kid 2 bits.
After he did it, me and him had a long talk because he was so broken up from it.
Oh, no.
Oh, my God, he's shattered.
He never had a reason to do it. I think that was the one and only. I was 5. It was the one and only time I had really mouthed off to my dad until I was like a teenager. So at my mom's house, it was all discipline all the time for the most benign stuff. At my dad's house, there was almost no rules and no discipline, but I was always a good kid. My dad never gave me a reason to mouth off to him. I never had any problems with my dad because we were cool. And I was good. I didn't throw tantrums. I didn't pitch fits. I didn't hit anybody. And that's why I didn't get beat at dad's.
Yeah. I probably should have been beat.
You needed to be.
Mama tried to beat you a few times with a brush. I know. She was bad. Middle child syndrome, my ass. She was just bad to Mama. You did talk back to Mama all the time.
I did. I just couldn't stand it. It just...
She has to have the last word.
I thought it was funny.
Raise your hand if the sight of a wooden spoon puts the fear of God into you.
Well, no.
Because I would be there when your grandmother would pull
Oh, yeah.
out to them, and I'd be like...
In our house, it was a wooden back scratch.
I've heard this story.
Yes.
She never
You broke it on purpose.
Oh, my God.
Even though she broke it, beating it out of math.
Did she say you lost it on purpose or broke it on purpose?
Broke it on purpose.
And you blamed somebody else?
She said you broke it on purpose while she beating Matt with it, and it broke in the middle of her beating him with it.
Okay, since we're talking about Matt.
By the way, I can't wait for him to come on this podcast because I'm going to give you a little hint. He thinks this whole thing is dumb as hell.
Oh, well,
So glad.
good.
He won't watch it because he thinks it's stupid, but he wants to be on it because he's an attention whore.
Yeah, well, he'll love it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
horror.
he'll love this story. So, this is the babysitting story of all babysitting stories. And how spoiled rotten Matt is. That's why Oscars. So, my sister babysat us for a whole summer. She babysat Ben and Matt. Well, I'm just talking about this one summer Ben and Matt.
Okay.
Well, wait a second. This was not summertime, though. And you remember, we went down to the pond. No, we went down to the pond, and you stepped on it.
Yeah,
and
it was frozen. It was frozen over.
It was frozen over. But for some reason, Laura was babysitting us at the time. I don't know why.
It's probably Christmas break, and everybody's still having
everybody's
to go.
anyway. we were not supposed to go to the pond. It was told us, do not go. That was from the parents. So me and Ben and Matt go down there. Of course, me and Matt are like, oh, we dare you step on the ice, Ben. We didn't. Ben
I'm like,
didn't.
yeah, I'm over all y'all pussies.
Yeah. So he steps on it, his leg goes in it, and he's wet, and we're like, oh. So we run back to the house, and Laura could not get a straight story out of any of us on what happened and how it happened. You know, did we push him? We did not.
Yeah, there's a bunch of 8 and 9-year-olds talking
Yeah,
about this.
yeah. And it always somehow ended up me and Ben against Matt.
And
and
still,
so-
it always will be like that.
Yes. So Laura's great idea was, well, y'all can punish each other.
Oh, that's right.
Okay. So Matt, since he's just one brain, thinking by himself, he's like, okay, well, y'all have to run up and down the hall 100 times. Their hall is as long
15 feet long.
as this table. It's not even 15 feet. Okay, their hall is as long as this table that we're sitting at. Okay. So me and Ben done it in like, I don't know, a minute. And so what we said, Matt had to run through each room of the house and touch all 4 walls. That's right.
No, we are smart.
And I think Matt did it once. And then he starts crying. He's tired. He can't do it anymore.
Walks down the grass.
I can't do it anymore. Laura picks him up on her back because for some reason thinks he's got to finish the punishment. So she's going to take him through each room in the house.
So you can touch
Okay,
the walls.
Yeah, so he can touch the walls because he's too tired. It's too much for him. This was the most
Everything was too much for him.
Oh my
Everything.
god, Oscar makes so much sense.
Oscar's Matt's child. The only
Matt
difference is Oscar's
was-
got my temper, but Matt's everything else.
Horrible.
Matt was such a baby.
You know that you can't tell their baby pictures apart either.
No,
Oh, sure.
no.
They're identical. In every way.
He is so cute.
My
But-
dad has been cloned.
He has.
Well,
Oh my God.
now we do need him to come on the podcast, this stupid podcast that we're doing
Yeah.
now. Because we're talking about you now. Let's see, what else did I do?
Yeah,
A lot
you
of
can
that
defend yourself.
material. A lot of that material.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, there are yards and yards of Matt.
I could post a picture of him with his pink dreads.
Oh my gosh. When in the world did he have pink dreads?
Right before I was born. I've got the picture. I've been on my computer.
Or when he was 86 pounds with white hair.
Oh my God.
Same era. I think it was the white hair and then it turned pink right after that.
He looked like a bobblehead then because he was so skinny, but his head's the biggest head in the world.
Bless him. That's well.
Oh well. Okay, man.
I know. We love you that bad.
We've
I mean,
gone down the gauntlet.
yes.
I can't do it.
Speaking of mothers, did y'all ever get a chance to meet my other mother, Gary's mom?
No.
Willie Pearl.
Willie
No.
Pearl. No,
Oh
never
my
did.
God. That woman kept me in line just as much as my mother did.
Oh my God. Well,
What
probably had to with
she
Gary.
she is a saint, just like Mom is a saint.
Oh.
And I just wanted to make sure that everybody knew that Mama Willie Pearl.
Oh.
Great people.
I've only ever heard really good things about Willie Pearl.
Yep.
Is she still with us?
No,
Oh,
she's back.
God rest her soul.
I was about to say, I thought I saw that on Facebook.
Yeah.
It's been a couple of years.
2 years, yeah.
Yeah. That's sad.
It is.
Oh man.
Very sad when you lose parents.
I feel like the two grandparents I missed out on the most was Grandma Gil and Willie Pearl.
Hey, I missed out on Grandma Gil too.
I had this much Grandma Gill in my life, and it's not remotely.
I have a vague memory, and I'm not even sure it's a true memory, of her lighting her cigarette lighter and letting us blow it out.
Yes, she would do that.
Really did that.
Or whatever. I felt like we were at the house on Lambert Street too when she did
Now, my
that.
earliest memory of her is being in Pensacola, standing on the front seat of her Nova, because this is when you stand in the car
The
and see
Nova.
what's going on. And we had pulled over to this gas station on the side of the road. It had a hanging icy sign.
Yeah.
And she went in and got an icy and brought that back out. And that is my earliest memory.
Oh.
Sweet. She was a sweet
So,
lady.
I don't really think even that what I just said about I'm not sure if I remember that if it's just been told to me to the point that I think I remember it. Because I really don't have any cognitive memories of her, but I wish I did. I wish I knew.
Her picture will be back here one day. I have it.
Oh, good. I was not fortunate enough to remember any of my grandparents except Grandma Stringfellow. And I think she died when I was like 8. Because she died in 88.
You might have been a little bit older because I thought I was in
So you might have been
high
13 in
school,
88.
a sophomore or junior when she died.
That's the one. She lived in the front yard, right?
Yes.
I was really fortunate. I had more grandparents than I knew what to do with.
Well, all my grandparents died before.
I got some great grandparents.
I have great grandparents that have Gus and Jeanette.
Oh, I keep forgetting.
I
don't think I ever knew your grandmother's name, but I always forget that your
Well,
grandmother's name is Gus.
I have never ever called a grandma and grandpa because I have no
You just
respect
call them
for
Gus and Jeanette.
Gus and Jeanette.
Oh my
There's
god.
nothing wrong. There was nothing wrong with Jeanette.
She was kind of mean, wasn't she?
Well, she had Alzheimer's, didn't she?
But before she had Alzheimer's.
I didn't know her
When
before
she
the
was younger,
Alzheimer's.
she was terrible. She got better as she got older.
And then she got Alzheimer's.
Then she got Alzheimer's, and it was okay for a little while. We had the weirdest Thanksgiving ever, which was Matt and Missy's first Thanksgiving together. That's the one we call the Andrew Clay Thanksgiving.
What?
That's the one.
What did I used to call them? I don't remember.
Meme and Pepe.
Meme and Pepe.
Yes.
Pepe always kind of freaked me out.
Well, that's because he was a raging communist.
He was a card carrying, like, for real communist.
And an
What?
asshole.
He
A true asshole.
He would fly. He would fly the Japanese flag on Pearl Harbor Day.
Yep.
What?
Yeah.
Why?
He hated America
Why did he live here?
because this is just where he was stuck.
Mm.
Wow. That's
Yeah.
awful. That's horrible.
And Meme lived with us for a little while. At the end, and she would
Yeah, 'cause I
sit there and pick. This woman must have been the patron saint of housekeepers.
She was.
Like housewives, because she would sit there and pick every single little piece of debris off the carpet. We have a vacuum cleaner. It wasn't good enough. He's like, man, you can relax. No.
Before she came down with, Alzheimer's, she would get up at 3:30 in the morning to wash her baseboards twice a week.
Wow.
When was the last time you did your baseboards?
Probably a couple months ago, but it's not something I do regularly.
Laura, you would do your baseboards.
That probably took a few years before I got back down there.
Don't look at my baseboards. That's all you.
I've got ADHD. You can't mention things or I'm gonna go, where? Squirrel?
Baseboards are horrible. I hate them.
If they're dirty enough, it's oddly satisfying to clean.
It is that side.
It's a turn your brain off activity.
I
Which I
think
like.
dusting is like the most satisfying thing you can do in your house because everything was so much better after you dust, but it's the worst job to
Yeah.
do.
And it's the one thing that you forget about for months.
Yeah.
It's like, cleaning behind the TV. Who thinks about doing that?
Nobody.
Pamela Lamar.
Oh my god.
Parker, you didn't get this, 18th of an inch square in the shower. I was like, I'm trying to scrub the shower. I promise. Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Yes, because she has come over here and scrubbed my
I have
shower.
cleaned this bathroom. I don't know how many times because I could not stand it. And I'm cleaning behind grown people.
Children.
They're not even
No,
children.
they're not. They're grown.
They are
adults.
grown adults.
They
They
are
should be
not.
ashamed of themselves.
They should be, but they're not.
Well,
I shamed Elizabeth the other day.
we
Really?
will shame them here on the Do Like
They are.
Us.
Shame.
Shame. 0 fucks given.
Who thinks that we are not alone in this universe?
Oh no.
Oh, I've got.
We
I
got an audience member over here.
have an extreme take on that.
Why?
I believe that we are the top intelligence in the
gotta be.
universe.
We got to be.
Okay, why do you think that?
Because there's a possibility that could be. If there's other life in the universe, why can't we be the top?
Because that's what he chooses to believe.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Because we'll never prove otherwise.
If they're not the top, these things, aliens that are flying in and thinking
Because
here to
they're-
leave real quick, why don't they want us to know them if they're so wonderful? Give me a break. You know us because we are.
Okay, so what do you think about them releasing all that footage? The government releasing all the footage of the UFO stuff. I mean,
Have
do
you
you
seen
think
it?
those?
Yeah.
But do you think
I
those
don't-
pilots are lying?
No, I think they're just seeing anomalies in the sky.
What are the anomalies though?
It could be, gas.
Yeah,
It could actually be reflection from,
It'd be like a lens flare.
like lens flare. It could
Okay,
be reflection from
but-
frost crystal.
Have you listened to these interviews of these pilots? I mean, these are not stupid people.
No, they're very
They're very intelligent,
They are.
and they are seeing something, and they've seen it go down into the ocean. which is where my mama thinks the aliens are.
We don't
even know like 10% of those.
Yeah, we've explored less of our ocean than we have our solar system.
Yes, I mean, like the ocean is the scariest place on Earth.
Oh yeah, I know.
And just remember, don't take a submarine trip down to the Titanic.
Not in a homemade stuff.
I hate those shows where they have the cameras that have gone down with the however they do it, and they dive down and go around the Titanic and other crap because it's so dark around. I'm always scared something's gonna pop. I will not watch them. It's creepy. That is creepy.
Well, let me tell you something. When they go down there, you see them freaky. Creepy fish or whatever. What's the
Where the hell did that come from?
It's a lantern fish.
It's an angler.
Shut up.
But I call it a lantern fish.
Hey,
so why does it have light way down there?
Because it's attracting its prey.
But where does the light come from?
Bioluminescence.
It's so far underneath, so freaking down in there. Oh no! And I don't know if anybody. Parker, since you just love books so much. Have you read The Trench?
No. Oh, it's so
oh my goodness.
Even better, have you seen The Abyss?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
The Abyss was okay.
Oh, that was great. I found a great mistake in it yesterday.
I saw that today.
When they wiped the camera off, they left it in.
With the paper towel.
Where? When? I'm watching it.
When you're in
with Ed and that girl are down there in the
they're
sub,
San
and it's
Antonio.
filling up with the water.
Oh, and
they
she's gotta get
The cameraman sleeps over, wipes the window.
Yes, and it's like this, but they said it was such a good shot. They just left it in. And nobody's noticed it till now.
I hadn't noticed it.
That's
and I just watched it the other day. Like, literally, it was just on TV the other morning.
So, would you guys like to hear my conspiracy theory about the aliens?
Oh, yeah.
So, you guys know in the 50s and 60s, that's when people really started talking about UFOs.
Roswell.
That's when,
Roswell.
that's
We hear Roswell.
Yeah.
deep in the Cold War. You know, this is when people are saying they see, like, aliens.
Russian
and
spy planes.
it was American spy planes.
Well, that too.
They came clean about this. There's a New York Times article in 97, and they came clean about all that. They said CIA agents went out, told these stories, and confirmed to these people that saw, UFOs that, oh yeah, they're aliens, they're UFOs, because they were trying to hide the military weapons that they were making. So I think a couple months ago, what?
In the 50s, it would be the U-2. In the 60s, it would have been the SR-71.
It said it was the U-2 and the SR-71. That's exactly what it says.
Hey, when you're editing, I need to put nerd alert.
That's why I cannot be defeated in trivia.
That's what me and Ben are here.
Trivia ever.
Yeah, the CIA study says the Air Force knew that most reports by citizens and aviation experts were based on fleeting glimpses of the U-2 and the SR-71 spy planes. So, I think that this is another. Yes. I think they're hiding something else. I think they're hiding something else, and they're trying to distract from something else. So they came out and went, "Oh, look, an alien!"
The SR-72. Coming soon.
Okay.
I'm not kidding.
But why is the U.S. trying to hide their spy planes from us?
Because
are they spying on us?
Probably.
I mean, I know there's.
No, do you know how?
But I mean, if we know about it,
here's $10,000. What did you see?
$10,000.
You'll be surprised what people will give up for just a couple of bucks.
Yeah, and these are Air Force pilots that we're seeing. That you think the CIA doesn't approach these pilots and go, tell them what we want you to. Here's a nice little pitch.
Yep. And then China goes, what did you really see? Here's X amount of cash.
Yeah. And the government could be hiding it because they might be building a weapon for another country. They might be trying to, distract from all their
So since we're going down a rabbit hole of conspiracy theories, okay, how do we explain the pyramids being built?
They were built by the Egyptians. And
lots of Egyptians and
But you listen to how they were. I mean, it's like almost how they were constructed.
Like we can't construct all been approved.
Yeah, it has. By historians and architects.
Yeah, it's completely. They had no problem building the pyramids.
The History Channel just really needed views.
Yeah,
for Ancient Aliens.
They had enough people.
Oh, I didn't watch it on Ancient Aliens though.
Yeah, but you know the guy who's like, I'm not saying.
I'm gonna flash that meme up. Don't you worry. I figured out how to.
That's my boy.
With the hair.
With the hair. Yeah. I'm not saying it's alien, but it's alien.
But it's alien.
I would love to have a chance to talk
Well,
to
I
him.
just look at stuff like that. Like I look at when we went to Italy. We went to Italy. Oh my God, trip of a lifetime. But when we went to Italy and we were looking at all of these statues and these buildings and everything, and they don't make stuff like that anymore. And they have
The
machines.
Italians are that big.
I know they are.
And they can build just huge monstrosities.
And
It's crazy.
And they have a lot of slaves, too.
in Italy, it is true what they say. They had to walk uphill to school both ways.
In the
Because
snow.
everywhere we went in Italy, I don't care if you were going to somewhere, you were walking uphill. And if you were coming back, you were also walking uphill. How?
We walked uphill.
We walked uphill over there. I lost 10 pounds while we were in
Yeah,
Italy.
we all lost.
We all lost weight in Italy. It was wonderful.
Yeah.
What y'all not eat?
We
ate.
but their diet, they're not the same. Like
It's
y'all
not
are.
like us.
You
And it
don't
was
have just to pull in fast food drive-through.
No, you have to go there. You
You
have
don't
to spend
have
6
the-
hours and
The
eat
coffee
right.
shops do not have the whipped cream.
No,
or the big.
you
That's because that stuff sucks.
and you stand at
Real
the
coffee.
they just stand at the coffee
And
bar.
they're drinking this
They
much
get
water.
their special and they're
That's
gone.
Yeah, because you have the espresso and cappuccino, but you have to
Well,
go
we got
day and
the
pound
Yeah,
it.
if you order it at the wrong time, they shame you.
They do.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
They didn't shame us,
Well,
okay? If we were in Italy.
But like,
Because
it's
I
almost
believe
like what
the
if you.
cappuccino in the morning and the espresso in the
Oh,
afternoon.
they gave us an espresso.
I think it's the other way around.
It might be. I'm
Because I think if you order like a cappuccino at dinner, they will not give it to you until you finish your meal.
I don't think that's true.
It is.
The
In a
espresso
couple of areas.
they gave
were in
us
Rome.
on the train.
Was it delicious?
Covered just the bottom of this little
Just the
just the bottom.
of the cup.
It
And
was not even
and you just drank it. It was not a shot. It was not even a sip.
We
It was
were
like
like,
it was like a
Did it wake you up for 2 days?
Have you ever heard Gabriel Iglesias' story about ordering the big cup of espresso and it almost killing him?
No, all I've ever heard about him is that the most racist thing he ever saw was in Mobile.
we're not talking about race. We're not political.
No. This was something that he brought on himself.
Oh, is
The
this the
basket.
welcoming basket?
Yeah, it's just a little basket.
Who are y'all talking about?
No, Gabriel's Fluffy.
Oh,
And he makes the racist welcome baskets for his buddy. And they made him one in Mobile, and he was like, "This is the most racist thing I've ever seen." I loved it.
Citizenship papers.
And there was like greeting cards with like certain things scratched out and rewritten. And
And like, come work for my lawn company.
I don't remember everything that was in there.
But yeah, you look it up on YouTube. Just put Gabriel Iglesias, Mobile, Alabama.
Wow.
And you will belly laugh at that.
I'm sure.
So there are no aliens.
No, I don't think so.
Have y'all
Just
seen-
get here.
Have y'all seen UFO Cowboys yet?
No.
It's on the Roku channel.
Oh.
It's like, Ben, shut up. It's like if Ghost Hunters was a soap opera and it was cowboys looking for aliens on a farm. It's ridiculous.
Sounds
So
ridiculous.
they travel around to different
No.
farms?
It is a full season in one farm, and they're like, they do like all of the mutilated cows and their symbols in the barn, and it's ridiculous.
That is not.
Well, that might be what y'all
It's
do.
the same thing. No, that's the same thing that it's
I
on.
forget what the name
It's
of it
not on.
It's new. It came out
It's
like
not on
last
Roku.
year.
It's
Yeah, this is different, but it's the sort of
It's the same thing though, and they're on a ranch
Yeah,
in Utah,
and they have.
and it's a very
mutilated-
famous. They have mutilated animals, and
Yeah.
Oh,
I think it's got. There's no way there's two of these shows.
No,
And the old guy,
And
he
they
keeps
have-
saying he used to work on a buffalo ranch,
oh, no.
and that they mutilated all the buffalo back in,
Back in
whatever,
72.
back in 72 or whatever.
Mama watches it
Yep,
though.
turned it inside.
It's gotta be it. Because me and Grandma watched it. Me and Pam.
Sky Ranch.
I've never heard of that. But they played this one. They tried.
Yeah,
They're
It's
good
a
at it.
season, yeah.
It's only one season. This one too.
This one's got 2
Yes,
seasons.
They're coming out with another season of UFO
And
Cowboys.
they have all
next
this
year.
big equipment. They drill down.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
they are.
yeah,
They're digging
they're
stuff
serious.
up.
That
and-
sounds like Treasure Island, or that thing where,
Oh, Mama watches that too.
yeah.
About
Oh,
she's
the
Oak
Oak
Island.
Island, yes.
The Curse of Oak Island.
I don't believe in Curse of Oak Island.
Now, what do they do with
I
that?
don't believe in curses.
What are they looking for?
There's supposed to be buried treasure.
Oh, okay. I didn't know what that was.
Hey, but we do come from a family who believes in this crap because Did they not used to have seances?
Yes.
Not only that, did we not used to sit out in the backyard and look for UFOs?
I had to get that damn Ouija board
That
saved.
field.
I hope y'all know that.
On those trips to the field.
To
with
the
our lawn
field
chairs.
with the lawn
There's a
chairs.
little bit of this involved.
No, there was a lot of Budweiser involved. It was coolers of beer, lawn chairs,
We was
sitting
waiting
out.
out there for the aliens.
And they
to
were
come
sitting
get us.
out there looking.
And these
There's a lot of.
climbed up in a tree.
And a blinking visor
Oh,
in a
yeah.
tree.
And I think we were just the cat's meow. We thought we really pulled it on
I
everybody.
feel like we're going to be on the next episode of Unsolved Mysteries.
Yeah. We thought, hey, listen, we got them. There's a,
Oh, yeah.
this blinking visor, head visor in the tree, and they're gonna think it's a UFO. They're probably watching us climb in the tree and everything.
I'm sure they did that call. We're going, y'all need to be careful. Don't climb that tree.
Make sure you turn that visor on before you put it up on top of that tree.
Hey, but I'll tell you what, you know our field
Yeah.
or whatever, and so it was scary to walk down there.
Oh, yeah.
When because our sister lived down in the field from our parents' house, and we would walk down there like every Friday night, kind of like we used to
We
go
do
down.
all the time down there.
Yeah, but I'm talking about at night.
Oh, yeah.
It was
So we
scary.
walked it all the time.
We
Yeah, 'cause
did.
nobody lived out there.
Yeah.
It was scary though because it's the woods and you were just walking.
And there's no
and-
light. Yeah.
Yeah, zero light or whatever, and
Werewolf.
Just prayed nothing.
your
got
werewolf is
me.
exactly what. Let me tell you something. Hey, that's kind of why, like, I do want to go to London, but I don't want to go to the tube because of the werewolf.
Now, you know, my mom is definitely afraid of werewolves. To
Did
this
she?
day. She will not walk
Horrified.
out to her car at night without somebody else with her.
Oh my
Because
God.
werewolf.
I bet she
Well-
would if she got cheated in a game.
Have y'all watched? I know you've seen it. You ever seen Silver Bullet?
Oh, love Silver Bullet.
Oh,
You
Parker, you
gotta
gotta watch it.
The werewolf genre was not my genre for
It-
some reason.
Oh, well, this is a good werewolf movie.
I
This
have
is
to
a good one.
read it. You can read it.
It's
in
Stephen
King.
25
books.
minutes.
It's a Stephen King book.
It's a comic book.
Very fast.
It's called Cycle of the Werewolf.
No, they also have a book called
Uh,
Silver Bullet.
Anyway, we were at my mom's, and Mikey was 5, 6.
Oh, God.
No, maybe he was a little bit old. He might have been 8, maybe. And so, no, he might have been
Too young
younger.
for that. That's like us watching American
Yes.
So they're watching
Or
Silver
Poltergeist.
Bullet, and I'm like,
It had Gary Busey.
really?
Yes.
Watch it.
It's
She's like,
Corey
oh my God, honey, it's not that bad. Okay, well, we lived in a trailer past here at the top of the property.
In the
back
woods.
there.
It's in the woods.
Oh,
Yeah.
fun.
Everything's in the woods back there.
And nobody lived there.
For
But
like 2
Yes.
weeks, Mikey was deathly afraid to sleep by himself. He couldn't walk down the hall in the dark because he was scared of werewolves. I was like, Mama, I told you he did not need to watch. He would not walk through the field. Oh my
was
God.
scary.
He was
But
so
y'all
scared.
remember what the terrifying thing was when we were kids before anybody lived back there? We used to walk back there and we were terrified of the pit bull.
What a
Pit bull.
I don't know. All the best talking about pit bull. I didn't even know what a pit bull
Oh
was.
my God, that's hilarious.
I'm pretty sure you're making that up.
Nope. And we walked down there. I bet that's where Karen lives now, and be like, I'm like, I don't
Laura
think
probably told me that.
Laura probably did. Who knows?
Was that the same trailer y'all were living in when I was like 10?
Who was living in it at the time? Me or Laura?
Y'all.
Us. 'Cause
Yeah.
everybody
Oh,
had the
yeah.
trailer.
Probably.
That trailer served its purpose.
It did.
It helped
It's
us
all
out.
there.
I was gonna say it was still there.
I-
No, they got
had
it.
it.
Just last year.
Last
year, yeah. Came in.
Fond memories
but
on that
you know,
property.
Yes.
Mikey was so scared. But then I think of Mikey, I guess most boys, he was turned 10. That boy has never been scared of a thing again. He
Yeah.
could watch anything, see anything. He is not.
Yeah,
he,
boys
he
are
was just never scared.
Yeah,
I'm
they're just
saying
like
that.
that.
It's so
Only ever
funny. I
scared me
know
was
it's like they
poltergeist
did a
after
certain,
that. Done.
they hit a
Okay.
certain age and
Yep.
they're over it.
All right. Well, back in the day, my parents bought me a phone for my ring, my own phone line for my ring. Scariest movie I ever watched at the time was called When a Stranger Calls with Carol.
Yeah.
Kane.
Oh my God, that was
Oh,
scary.
well, Carol Kane.
And it was about a babysitter in the sky.
Did you ever see that one?
No.
Tell her. You got to
Oh, well, I gotta tell her because it's the story.
Oh, okay.
She's
That's fine. I don't mind spoilers because I'll probably never get around to watching
You
it. I don't
probably
watch a
won't.
lot
You
of
probably
movies.
won't.
It might not be that good.
But it's a babysitter. You know, the kids are already in bed when she gets there. The parents are just going out to dinner, blah, whatever. So she keeps getting this phone call, and this guy thinks, have you checked the children? And she's like, no, quit calling me.
Yeah, that's an urban legend. Everybody.
But this is a movie.
I probably
The
haven't
movie was
seen
made
it.
in the 70s.
They made a newer version.
Yeah, there's a way newer version, but this is the old version with
They
Carol.
probably made it 10 times.
Was it Carol?
No,
It was Carol Cat.
Yes.
I think I have seen this, and I think I saw the version from the 70s.
Okay.
Like a long time
That's
ago.
the best one.
Well, so I watched it, right? And I have my own phone in my own room or whatever, and we're sitting in there. And my phone rings, and I answer it. Have you checked with the show? And so I'm like, I know it's Laura. I know, right? I know in my mind that's got to be my sister calling me or whatever. But was it you? Somebody beat on my window outside my room. It was while I was on.
Was it Jill?
Jill. I keep thinking it had to have been
She
Jill.
keeps coming up, doesn't she?
Yes. Jill was something else at the time, back in the day. But that scared the crap out of me. I was like, why are you doing this to me? Because the whole premise of that show was
Oh my God.
that the call was coming from inside the house. You know, and then at the end of the show, which was the scariest part of the show ever, is she's grown up, she has children of her own, and she's married, and she's checking on her children in her bed, and one of them has a lollipop or something.
God, that's
and
so
she's
cute.
like, where'd you get this lollipop? And she's like, well, whatever man gave it to me, the nice, whatever. She's like, so she's not even thinking about this dude. She goes and she lays down, and her husband's in bed, and she's talking, and she's like, you hear something in her closet, and her closet has the blinds on it, the slits. And she's like pushing on her husband, and she's like, dude, because like husbands, they're stupid. And they don't want to wake up. But anyway, she's trying to wake him up and tell him that somebody's in the closet. And then he rolls over, and it's the freaking killer. And it's her husband in the closet. He falls out. He's been beaten up or whatever. He's not dead, thank God. But
It was made for TV movie.
that was not made for TV. But that was the scariest shit I ever saw. Because that scared the shit out of me. Because I even to this day don't even, I'm like.
So you gotta double check and make sure that is your husband
in the bed with me.
Thanks. Now I'm gonna be thinking about that. Great.
Or whatever. I mean,
It's not like I live in a shed or anything with like no locks.
I cannot watch a scary movie. I don't care how ridiculous it is. Because I'll think about it for the next 3 nights and will not sleep. And finally, it just catches up with me, and I'm like, I don't care. Come get me, kill me. I got to go to sleep.
Okay, well, we've reached the point of the show where, what are y'all drinking tonight?
Oh, well, we're drinking the same thing.
Yeah.
Hey, Zinfandel.
We're going to introduce a new segment here. And we're going to have the DoWine Taste Wine Time. Susan came up with that.
Yes, she did.
Credit where
I was
credit's
making
due.
sure we had the name right. Was that what it was? The DoWine Taste Wine Time.
And so we are going to go out there and scout around to find some wines that we have not tasted, and we are going to do that live with y'all. And
Get some wine. It's from the Yellow Cat bottle.
Oh man, do we need Yellow Cat?
Well, I
You can
found
get it from
there's
the
Yellowtail.
well,
No,
we'll get the
there's a teal bottle and a yellow bottle that are shaped like cats.
I didn't know.
Where'd you see this?
Rouse's.
Well, at
Well, we'll try.
at Target, I saw Juggernaut wine. I almost bought it and I didn't.
I might have trash taste because my favorite wine comes in a can, but I love the
Oh, I was going to say it came in a box.
No,
Yeah.
can.
Some people love
And they
box
have
wine.
They do
love
love
box
box
You know, I had a great idea for one time, but somebody has patented it and
Uh-oh.
it's just sitting on it.
What?
Remember how Capri Suns were?
Yeah.
Wine.
wine.
And Capri
yeah.
Sun. Boom.
Yeah,
That would be nice.
But somebody has
That would be
patented
good.
that and they're sitting on it
I
and
would
they're
do
not
Why
putting
are
it
they
out.
sitting on it? Why do people do that?
I don't
they're
know.
waiting for the right time.
And the right
But
time
anyway.
was 40 years ago.
That's what we're going to do. And I hope we have entertained y'all.
I felt like we might not have been as entertaining this time until like towards the middle.
We were a little scattered. We have a lot of really good, like, little clips for TikTok this episode.
Good.
So.
Yes. All right.
And some stuff that might not make it into the episode might make it onto TikTok.
But we still had fun.
Yes,
we, hope
we
y'all
always
had
have
a
fun.
little bit of fun, and y'all will come back and watch us again
On the DoWine
Cheers.
podcast.